Hey guys, today I've got another restoration project I've completed here. It's a Polymoog, and this is a very, very special Polymoog, and also a historical Polymoog. This actually belonged to Dave Luce, Dr. Dave Luce. For those that don't know, Dave Luce was the inventor of the Polymoog. Some of you might have seen some of my other videos where I talk about Dave a little bit. But anyways, I've had the privilege and honor to restore these Polymoogs that belong to Dave. It's a long story, but I hadn't really talked about anything about this yet here on YouTube. I've been kind of wait till I get something complete here. But the story is, guys, is that back in April of this year, Dave Luce passed away, which is very sad, and I never got to meet the guy, unfortunately. But back, I guess it was probably in June, I got this email one day from Ben Luce, which is Dave's son, and he invited me to Dave's life celebration event in Buffalo, New York. And of course, I did not turn that down. So I got everything ready, and me and Ben had kind of talked a little bit about what his father had as far as Polymoogs go, and they were kind of wanting one working for the celebration event. So what I did is I had some other broken Polymoogs in my back room back there, which I took the boards out of, restored the boards just temporarily, and I shipped them down to Dave's house, and I met him up there, and we got this Polymoog here in particular working for the event. It was not great, but it worked, and it made it through the show, which was about 4 hours long, so it actually did hold up, to my surprise, honestly. So anyways, we did that. I got to spend a lot of time with the Luce family, and I got to meet the whole family, and it was just fantastic. And guys, I want to thank you so much, Ben, Mary, Andrea, Tina, all of you guys. It was just a real honor getting to meet all of you, and also to call you guys my friends. I think it's just the coolest connection, and very honored. But anyways, guys, back to this thing. I've restored it, and I've got 3 Polymoogs. Actually, it was Dave's. I got the one over there, the one on the floor, and then this one, which these are next on my list to restore as well. So anyways, I'm just going to give you a walk around here, Ben and the family. Show you the complete unit here. It's a lot different than what it was when I got it in. It was very sick, even though it worked and made it through the show. There's a lot of problems with it, especially with the original boards that was in this one. So I rebuilt the actual circuit boards that came out of this one, and so it's all back to original. But it's a good serial number. It's 3566, so it's a late model Polymoog. Needed a few upgrades, but nothing too drastic. And you can see it's all cleaned up. Looks really good. And I'm going to just kind of play a little bit on it here and show you that it is all working here. Let me put the camera on the tripod here. And for anybody that's looking at this thing and sees this wood bar, that's actually a Dave Luce special. That's a music stand that Dave put on this one for, I think, I don't know all the details, but I think this was actually loaned out to be used in a concert at one point in time. And this was used for a music sheet. So that's just kind of a cool piece. I've never seen one of these, and it was like, wow, that's really cool. But anyways, Ben and the family, I just want to show you that everything is actually working here. So we'll go through, and I'm just on preset 9 right now, variation mode. Down lock. All working, and unlike it was when we had it at the concert, or the celebration event, not the concert, a lot of these sliders were kind of weird. They made a lot of noise, they popped, they crackled, and as you can hear now, they're nice and clean. No longer are they making any noise or crackling or popping, and everything's functional now where it wasn't functional before. So we'll go through the sawtooth. You'll see the nice clean action of your modulation. As well as for your square wave. As well as your pulse width. As you can hear, your octave shift works. Combine them together, everything's working like it should. Your rank tune is working. As you can hear, that's working. I actually took apart your pitch ribbon and cleaned all that as well, so it works now. So anyway, as you can hear, this is all working really good. Your dynamics work. Of course, we can adjust that in any way we... That's all working. Your actual sections are working as well, as you can already hear the filter. Your filter had a self-oscillation probe, which turned out to be a capacitor inside the actual filter circuit. We'll actually do this right here. We'll set up the envelope for the filter. Open this thing up a little bit, and we'll go here and go. That's working really good. So that's your envelope generator for your filter. You also got the modulation. You got something like that. You got the sample and hold, which you've already heard. So that's your filter section. It also tracks the keyboard. So we'll go here and go. What you're hearing there, you're hearing the filter track the keyboard. So, of course, your glide circuit works on that as well. So that's your filter. Your resonator works. Low pass, your band pass. And once again, you'll notice the response to these sliders are very smooth and accurate now. They don't glitch and all that kind of stuff like they used to. This is your high pass. All the sections are actually working, and your envelope generator is working. Your mode filters are working as well. I'll go through the presets here. So here's your presets. And these are actually going through your fixed filters. You may notice a little volume change. That's kind of normal to these things as you go through the filters. Preset 2. Actually, if you want to, we can bring it up here a little bit. You hear the dynamics. Preset 3. A harpsichord. Funk. Clavichord. So you get something like that. Vibes, this is preset 7. This is the one I usually change for Vox Humana on these things. I kept this one all original. So that's the Vibes preset. That's what it actually sounds like normally. Brass. That's another very simple preset. But actually I like brass because you can actually, it's only set up for a sawtooth waveform in the preset mode. If we go here and put the square wave with it, put the VCF with it, you get, that's actually a similar tone to what Keith Emerson used when he was using the prototype Polymoog, which is like a trumpet sound. And then you got the variation mode, which is back into the synthesizer variation mode. Basically, it just takes all the presets and turns them off and turns it to variation. Which you start out with everything in variation, so we'll set it up here. And of course, as explained in the past, you see me hit this button here. This is your lock manual button. This is for if you have the poly pedals hooked up. This becomes your sustain pedal. Basically, when you're manual, it's looking for that sustain pedal. And so I have to go to lock, and it's actually looking at this sustain here. And you can hear it. So you can hear the difference. You just don't have the release time, basically. So I'll show you that all the notes are working here. We'll go through the keyboard. As you can hear. So they're all working. But anyways, that's a good overlook of this Polymoog. It's a fantastic instrument now. Always been fantastic. Huge fan of Dave Luce's work, and of course the Polymoog's what got me into synthesizers, so it's a very special connection for me as well here. But also, there's going to be some pictures after this video here, and I'm going to actually have some music that was done by Ben and Janice Luce. So this is their newest release CD here. It's the Desert Suite, Ben and Janice Luce. And it's a really good CD, guys. So there's going to be actually a song to go with some pictures that's about to come up in this video. But as always, guys, I appreciate you watching. There'll be some more updates on the Dave Luce projects. And I've got a lot more going on as well. I got a memory Moog in here, so there's going to be a memory Moog video. Got some mini Moogs, and so a lot of things happening, guys. But thanks for watching. Appreciate the support, and I'll talk to y'all again soon. Take care.